Hey, what's up guys? This is Dr. Steve, and in this video I want to talk to you about your enemy. We've all heard the terms, know thy enemy, keep your friends close, but your enemies closer, right? Sound familiar? Who is your enemy? Is it laziness? Is it procrastination? Is it disbelief? Is it self-esteem? Is it something else? Know thy enemy. Why? Because the better you know your enemy, the more aware you are of your enemy, the better prepared you are to confront your enemy. So regardless of what enemy I'm talking about, what enemy you have, any of those things that I mentioned or even something else, recognizing it, acknowledging it, accepting it is the first step in overcoming it. So if you're a chronic procrastinator, you need to be aware of what you do and you need to figure out how to get over it. The easiest way to stop procrastinating is to start taking action. Same with laziness, right? If you're one of those people that's lazy, you just like to sit around, you have no energy, no enthusiasm for things, you got to fix that. You got to do something about it, and you take the opposite action. You must confront your enemy in order to defeat it. But the first thing you must do is you need to know thy enemy. You need to know it, recognize it, learn about it, and overcome it. And that's really important. It's really important because a lot of times people have no idea what's standing in their way of their success. They might have no idea what it is that's preventing them from getting where they want to go, from being where they want to be, from achieving a level of success that they want, because they don't know their own enemy. But it takes a little bit of introspection, it takes a little bit of self-reflection, and it takes a little bit of honesty to be able to look at yourself and say, this is what I'm doing wrong, or this is where I'm being held back. And you can judge that based on the amount of time you're being unproductive, the amount of time you're watching TV, the amount of time you're using negative self-talk. There's a lot of things that you can recognize, and you need to do it quickly. One of the things I like to do a lot of times, I'll wear a rubber band around my wrist. And anytime I catch myself saying something or thinking something negative, critical, unsupportive, whether it's of myself or someone else, I will snap that rubber band. I recognize it immediately, and I snap that rubber band to bring myself into a state of recognition and flip it around. And instead of saying something in an unsupportive negative way, I flip it around and say something in a positive and supportive way. Know thy enemy. Know what is holding you back. Figure it out and get over it. Recognize it and get past it. The only way that you're going to succeed is to know what's holding you back, figure out what you have to do about it, and get over it. It's that simple. It's that simple. And if you don't know what it is, you don't know where to begin, you need to start reading some personal development books. Psycho-Cybernetics by Maxwell Maltz, the #1, in my opinion, personal development book. It will speak to you. It will speak to you. It will be as if he wrote that book talking to you. You can change the word you to your name when you're reading that book. That's exactly how I felt. I read it. I've read it 10 times, but every time I read it, I feel like he's written it for me specifically. So this will really help with your self-talk, your self-esteem, the way your mind thinks about things. Because remember, your mind will think about things in a way that's unsupportive if you let it. But if you keep feeding it positive information, if you keep recognizing when it's doing things to try to stop you, and you do something about it, it can't hold you back. But if you are holding you back, you have to do something about you. Know thy enemy. Figure out what's holding you back and do something about it. And I just wanted to share that with you guys today because they say keep your friends close and your enemies closer. Why? Because it's the best way to defeat them. So figure out what your enemy is. Figure out what's been holding you back. Go do something about it. And defeat and conquer your enemies. I just wanted to share that with you guys today. I think it's a really important lesson. If you got some value out of this, if you appreciate this, go ahead and click like, leave a comment if you have one. I'd love to hear your story. about what you think your primary thing is that's holding you back. And go ahead and subscribe to my channel. I share lots of good stuff like this. If you want to get in touch with me, go ahead and connect with me on social media. There's some links below this video. You can connect with me on social media. And if you want to know a little bit more about me, what I do, there's a link below there as well that you can use. So that's it, guys. Dr. Steve signing off. Just wanted to share this quick video with you. Hope you guys had a phenomenal weekend. Have an awesome, awesome week. Figure out who your enemy is and go kick its ass. I'll see you guys.